School lunch is back in the spotlight at the state capitol. After making school meals free last year, a new bill now calls for kids to get at least 15 minutes to eat after they've been seated. It is a big topic across Minnesota, with some kids in some districts getting just minutes to eat their lunch because there are so many students who need to get through the line. Ian Russell is here now with more. Ian?
Hey, Julie. Yeah, well, lunch is a really busy time for schools. Sometimes you got hundreds of kids rushing in to eat, socialize, and then get right back to learning. In some districts, though, the time they get to do that is short, really short. And now there's a push to make sure kids get that time, but even those in schools say it may not be enough.
At Randolph Heights Elementary School, it's controlled chaos. For Principal Tim Williams at lunchtime.
Are you eating or talking?
All these students need to eat, and he says they manage, giving students half an hour once they get through the doors.
We stagger 5 minutes just because of what we can fit in the cafeteria.
Of course, if you ask the kids, they want more time.
It's too short? You want it longer? Why?
And if you ask our state legislators,
I call this meeting to order.
They want to make sure those kids have it.
And I've heard from many students and their parents that while yes, they appreciate the school, the meals, that their kids are just not having enough time to eat lunch.
DFL State Representative Sidney Jordan introduced legislation to create a minimum of 15 minutes for students to eat lunch once they sit down.
By putting it in law, I think it makes a stronger statement and makes it so that students have the right to those at least 15 minutes.
Jordan says she's heard from multiple parents and students that they aren't getting that time, but declined to tell us what districts that was happening in. The Minnesota Department of Education says for any specifics on what districts do, we would have to reach out to those districts. Back at Randolph Heights, it's still controlled chaos. And Principal Williams knows one thing. He says this may not go far enough.
To kind of take a deep breath and get their food in and their socialization is really important. So I guess my personal opinion is 15 would be pretty short.
Representative Jordan also wanted to emphasize that 15 minutes here is a floor, and it could absolutely be tweaked or modified to add more time if needed for students. Now, that bill did have a hearing this afternoon in the House Education Policy Committee. Jordan says she expects this to be wrapped up into a larger omnibus bill. Randy?
All right. Thanks, Ian.